This is Glenn Rice with Michelangelo's Plumbing. We are located at 821 Micheltorena Street, Los Angeles, California, 90026. And again, that is Micheltorena Street. Torena Street. Today's 9/27/2018. We are located just at the front of the property. There's the front door to the front house. This is the property. This is a 4-inch ABS cleanout, which is located just at the end of the driveway. Here, there's the driveway. And we're going to go ahead and zero out our camera and begin our video sewer inspection. We're dropping down about 10 feet, about 13 feet in black ABS plastic. And we're making our transition into vitreous clay right here, and that's just located just outside of the 4-inch ABS cleanout. There's an area here that was saw cutted. It's probably about 2 to 3 feet just before the cleanout. And I'm going to go ahead and push on in. This area here has a very large offset here. Very large offset there to the right-hand side from about the 12 o'clock to the 6 o'clock. The pipe pretty much had shifted over. It's shifted quite a bit, as you can tell. You can see the offset there. You can see the whole face of the pipe on the right-hand side, going from the 12 o'clock all the way down to the 6 o'clock area. We'll continue to push on in. This joint has a minor offset in it, but nothing major. Holding a little bit of water back there. This joint too, also minor offset. That one looks in very minor offset. It looks in fair condition. That one looks in fair condition. This joint here also a minor offset up there at the top, but it looks to be in fair condition. This one's the same, small, minor offset, but seems to be in fair condition. I'm going to go ahead and pause here for a second. Right here on the right-hand side of the joint here, there's a pier.
We're going to pause for a moment. We're going to pause for a moment.
And we went ahead and took a look at this joint a little bit closer, and it just appears that it has a fairly large offset there on the right-hand side. We're going to continue to push on through. This joint here, minor offset, nothing major. This joint here, same minor offset, nothing major. This joint looks to be in fair condition. This joint here has a minor offset on the right hand side. This joint appears to be in fair condition. This joint appears to be in fair condition. This joint appears to be in fair condition. This joint here appears to be in fair condition. A little bit of an offset, but not too bad. And we appear to hold a little bit of water here. Small belly, just after that joint there, the last joint, had a little bit of an offset. Just holding a little bit of water. This joint has a little bit of an offset, but nothing major. Now here, as you can see on the right hand side, it almost looks like a moon. From probably about the 11 o'clock going all the way around to the 6 o'clock area. Now that's a major offset, and on the left hand side, yeah, it's a transition between the 4 and the 6 vitreous clay. And at the bottom there, right around the 6 o'clock to about the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock area, there's a large root ball. So we're going to go ahead and pause here and mark this area. Okay, we went ahead and marked this area in the driveway at 8'10". Just as you pull up into the driveway there, inches. It's 8'10" deep, located in about the middle of the driveway, just as you pull up. We marked it with a red crayon. So I'm going to continue to push on out. A little bit of debris hung up by there by the roots. This area here should be excavated and repaired. The root, if the area is not repaired, the root eventually will sever the line and could cause more problems. This joint appears to be in fair condition. Little minor offset. We got more roots We're going to go ahead and pause here and mark this area also. Okay, we located this area about 9 foot 4 inches deep, just located about 6 feet out into the street. We'll continue to the next joint. This joint has a minor offset, nothing major. Holding back a little bit of water, but not terrible. And we pull into the next joint. This joint appears to be in fair condition. Again, minor offsets. What appears to be common in this line, when they're set in this line, they pack it with concrete around it. Sometimes the lines get shifted. That joint appears to be in fair condition.
Are you coming from the back, right?
That joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint's got a minor offset, but still in fair condition. This joint here got a major offset. As you can see, there's a large separation between the joint, the fittings. When they put the pipe together, seemed to shift over time here, and you left you with a large gap there. If you can see right there, there's a large gap, probably an inch or two. We're going to go ahead and pause here and mark this. Okay, we went ahead and located this area. It's at 9 feet 11 inches, and that's about the middle of the street. This is another part of the. This area here should be lined to support the joints, so that the joints don't collapse or shift anymore. Continue to push in. We should be turning and dropping into our city sewer. Which here's our city sewer. You can see the water running. We're going to go ahead and rinse our head off. And go ahead and pull back, and we'll pull back a little bit slower. We'll take a look at the line a little bit better. I'll rinse my camera head off more and get a clear picture. There you go, a little bit better now. So we're just going to go ahead and pull back slowly. We went ahead and looked at the line. We addressed the areas that needed to be addressed along the way. We marked them all out. And we'll put a report together. And that'd be turned into the homeowner or the buyer. And they'll be able to take a look at the report along with the video. this one area here is one of the areas that's in poor condition. It's at about the 4 to 6, and it's the 4 to 6 inch lateral, and it's in very poor condition. As far as the offset, you got a major root intrusion. The gap there is a fairly large gap, and that over time is just either going to get worse and end up severing.
And then it's dumping here. Well, this water is going to go here and then down. Okay? It would be better to have this maybe go that way and do the concrete instead of avoiding all the extra water that comes on here. Yeah.
This is going to conclude our video sewer inspection. Sorry, we're going to go back real quick, take a look at our offset here one more time.
Oh, let me give you they're reaching out
Right there. Just pass
Ready for you now, right?
Yeah, this is a major offset here, just past the mainline clean out.
and then I'm going to take you
And again, as we addressed it in the beginning of the video, it's probably about 3 feet in from the clean out. They replaced about a 10 to 15 foot section of this with ABS plastic piping to install the clean out, but they didn't go in far enough to catch this offset. Yeah, and it would have to be excavated again and to be repaired. Now we conclude our video sewer inspection. Coming out of our pipe. That concludes our video sewer inspection.